All right, guys, welcome to the crypto gaming channel where I'm calling this Crypto Gaming is the Future. And this is for a number of reasons, actually, because old school video games are, of course, just the way they've always been. New graphics, we've got VR stuff coming out, but an entirely new set of games is on the horizon and actually even currently out in the wild. And if you're missing this, well, you're going to kick yourself in 10 years. So as of right this moment, there are crypto games out there that you could play and earn money. Crypto money, all right? Cryptocurrency, NFTs, all the rest of that stuff. Now, this gets wild, okay? Stick with me if you've never heard of this. If you have heard of this and you've not really decided to get into it yet, you're missing the boat. Get in there now, all right? Don't spend your time grinding Call of Duty skins and crap like this, all right? Or whatever else is going on out there that doesn't pay you, all right? Crypto gaming is something like this, all right? This is an article from Make Use Of, and it's the title is, of course, What is Crypto Gaming? Is it worth playing? Well, yeah, and let me explain. If you don't know what a crypto game is, this article is pretty good, and I'll just go through a little bit of this. It's regarding, of course, the blockchain. Everybody knows about blockchains, and if you don't, well, you should brush up. And here's the thing, right? At its core, blockchain is a database shared across a network of computers working as a system to record information. Once a record is added to the chain, it is near impossible to alter or hack that data, making it extremely difficult to cheat the system. Computers connected to the network constantly check to ensure all copies of the database are the same. Crypto games are built on blockchain technology. And why does this matter? This matters a lot because, of course, the blockchain is really the future of everything. Eventually, I'm pretty sure that the normal course of things will be run through blockchains, not just, of course, gaming, which is happening now, but everything's going to be run through these things because a number of reasons. It's too long and too complicated to get into here because we're talking about games and we're talking about you making money. All right, now this is the thing. Don't waste your time playing those garbage games. Play some crypto games, all right? The deal is this. If you spend your time playing these games, what happens is they pay you in crypto and NFTs. Now, if you don't know what an NFT is, it's called a non-fungible token, and it basically just means a unique digital something, okay? Meaning that if you're playing a card game, for instance, something like Gods Unchained, and you earn a card by playing the game, and you don't have to pay, by the way, you can get this stuff free. Once you are earning these things, these NFTs and these coins, these crypto coins, cryptocurrencies, by playing the game, what you end up doing is building a portfolio, all right? You've heard people talk about in the IRL, right? The real world, a real estate portfolio. But what's happening if you're playing a crypto game and earning NFTs, what you're doing is building an online portfolio of NFTs, those non-fungible tokens, and they can be worth a lot of damn money. All right, so here's a couple examples, right? Like I said, I talked about Gods Unchained. We'll get to that in just a sec, but check this out. This is just an idea of what's happening. The way it works is this. This is a simplified version of this. But in these crypto games, they want people to play them, right? Because they don't make any money if there's no traction and nobody can play these games, or nobody will, rather. But what you do is you play the games, right? And you do what they want. So if you're an early adopter of the game, they will give you free tokens because many of these games are based on their own cryptocurrency. And Gods Unchained is a card game. It's very much like Magic the Gathering or something like that, like those old school card games that used to be, you know, go into the comic book store and play with regular cards, right? And those cards, Pokemon cards, things like this, can be worth a ton of money now. But that's the same thing is happening in the crypto space. Meaning, of course, that if you're earning these NFTs now, 10 years from now, you could get rich, okay? Because the way they do it is they'll give away NFTs to the early adopters of the games, and also if they have a coin based on their game, they'll also give away what they call airdrops. And these airdrops are just rewards for playing the game. And when it first starts out, airdrops may not be that valuable, but as we've learned from Bitcoin and some of these other cryptocurrencies, after some time, given a year or 2 years or 3 years or something like this, people have become millionaires with Bitcoin, all right? I mean, it's been a little longer than that for Bitcoin in particular, but with crypto gaming, they have these things called these airdrops, and they're just rewards for playing. And in many cases, and most cases at this point, it's all going to be free. Like you can, probably buy some cards, jump into the markets, dabble and do that sort of thing right off the bat. But if you get in and start collecting your cards, that digital real estate portfolio, at some point, those things are going to escalate in value, because the way they do it to make an NFT valuable is they have to retire the old cards or the old NFTs, right? And so the items that you have will become retired at some point because they have to do it. You can't have the same ecosystem in the game forever because it will never work. You see, every game always has a new season, a new this, a new that. Everything just operates that way, or people will stop playing the game. But they can't keep all of that in circulation. So they retire some of the cards, right? And then have a new season, whatever, so on and so forth. So what happens is, if you play now, early adopting these games, you start to collect these cards. And as you collect these cards and they retire them, the value goes up because you can't get them. For novelty reasons, people want them. For competitive reasons, people want them. For collection reasons, people want them. For investments, people want them. So you see, the world is changing. So now these airdrops, what we're talking about here, are those rewards for playing these crypto games. And for instance, if you look at Gods Unchained, this is the game that I'm talking about here. It's a crypto card game, very much like Magic the Gathering, like I said. If you look at their coin, and in the last 7 days, it was about $4.30, all right? But it's changed. It's they listed on Coinbase, and the price nearly doubled in the span of a week. And the larger this grows, the more your old retired NFTs or cards in the game will be worth. And this is coming in many sectors. They're going to have first-person shooters. They're going to have space games. They're going to have all of this stuff, okay? Gods Unchained in particular has this event going on right now, okay? And it's called Blessing of the Gods. And it's $GODS, and that's their coin that we just looked at. But the way this works is it's pretty simple. They want you to play the game, right? If you look at the article I've got linked, I've got all the articles linked down below if you want to check these out. But you just play 20 or more ranked games per week, all right? 7 or more. You got to win 7 or more. Pass 4 rounds of each ranked game, be at least rank 4 at the end, which is pretty easy to accomplish even for a new player. And then by the end of the campaign, you qualify, and they'll pay you these gods tokens. So me just playing kind of passively, I mean, I'm grinding it a little bit harder than I might like a normal game. Like when I'm done with work or something, I'll play a few games, 3 games. You're earning money. Why would you not? Okay. And especially since the money you're earning today could be worth 10 or 100 times that in, well, years from now. Who knows? And that's the thing, all right? Early adopters to these games get these bonuses, these perks. They'll pay you these airdrops to play them. And of course, you have these NFTs that they'll retire. And it's like having an old comic book or an old baseball card from back in the day, an old Pokemon card, right? The actual physical one. But instead, it's a digital version. And once they retire them and you have them in your account, you can sell them later on to other people. So you got to understand, this is not if you grind all week today and make $30, which probably is in the range of what I made, probably between $30 and $50 this week, grinding it pretty hard, all right? But that doesn't mean anything, because in the long term, in the long run here, that $30 to $50 and all that time I put in this week, it wasn't a ton of time, maybe 12, 14 hours, something like that. But it was like an hour, hour and a half, couple hours a day, right? It wasn't that bad. But if you have time and you work from home, or you spend, have a lot of time on computer time, maybe you're watching movies or something, you could be grinding this card game while you're watching movies, or something like that, listening to podcasts or music or whatever you do. So here's the beauty, right? That $30 to $50 I made this week from Gods Unchained in 2 years from now could be, the time investment could be ridiculous. It could be worth $1,000. You never know. Now, again, of course, you have to say this. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. I'm just trying to help you actually spend your time more efficiently. You're a gamer. I love games. You love games. Let's do this. Let's play some of these crypto games. And on this channel, we're going to talk about exactly some of these games, where you can find them, how do you qualify for some of these airdrops, and all the rest of that. So thanks for listening. Don't forget check out Gods Unchained. That's the one we're talking about. I'll do an entire video on just Gods Unchained. But the entire crypto space right now, including gaming, is going insane. And the first games to really blow up and really succeed, if you're in just playing them, not even like an investor, I guess that's what this becomes actually. You're sort of investing your time into their blockchain. What ends up happening is you get paid as a result. So don't miss it. I'm telling you, if you like this type of stuff, smash the thumbs up, do all that, tell people about the channel, and more of this stuff on the way.